Hey guys, hello and welcome back to my channel. And I know what got you to this video to understand what are the top 6 businesses that never failed. And trust me, this was a biggest question for me also as an entrepreneur, not 6 specifically, but many. And hence, I ended up extensively researching about this topic to understand the businesses that never fail, especially after knowing the history of a lot of first generation entrepreneurs. What if I tell you that 70% of family businesses in India shut down before the second generation takes over? And why? The answer itself needs a complete dedicated video, which I'll shortly come up with. But a handful break that curse. They build empires that survive wars, pandemic, and tech revolutions. And what's that secret? That is what we're going to break down in today's video. Let's rewind. Dhirubhai Ambani, he started with a tiny textile mill. Patanjali grew from selling herbal toothpaste door to door. Nirma, you might be aware of this word, a local detergent brand that took on global giants. These founders didn't invent the wheel, they sold everyday essentials like soap, clothes, oil, but made them better, cheaper, and more reachable. Why these businesses survived recession? That is one question that came to my mind. Will this strategy work in today's day and date? That was my next question. First of all, let's understand this question. Why these businesses succeeded? Because when economy tanks, you still buy soup. You still buy soap. You still send your kids to school. But here's a kicker. In 2025, these sectors are getting supercharged by digital tools that even first generation founders can access. Here's the truth that no one explains. A real business is not a product, it's a system. How does that work? Think of these 3 moving parts. The first and the most important part of a business is your cash flow. Money comes in daily or once in a year. You have to ask that question to yourself first. For example, a grocery store sells daily. Your rent, salaries, and stock costs are covered by this flow. No cash flow is the death of the business. Second most important factor that these entrepreneurs always took care of is margin. Margins is basically what is the profit that you keep after cutting all the cost. FMGC business, fast moving consumer goods like soap, oils, groceries, these are FMGCs, has low margins but high volumes. Coaching can have high margins because your main cost here is not your product, it's your time and stay. The third most important part of a business is repeat demand. If your customer buys from you once, that's revenue. Even if the attrition rate month on month is 1%, you will end up losing your complete business in 365 months. And that's a loss. If they come back to you every week, that's a business. Essential wins here. These are the 3 essentials. And now, your first year in your business is always messy. Your biggest job is not to make profit, it's to stay alive by balancing cash in, cash out, and getting repeat customer with slight increase of growth in the new customers. For example, start with what people already buy or already do. What is already successful in the market, not what you dream they'll want. Keep your inventory and systems simple. Do not focus on 10 different aspects. Focus on 2 to 5 aspects which will generate maximum revenue in terms of service business. In terms of product business, focus on 5 products. Keep fixed cost low. Be on the ground, talk to real customers daily. These basics apply whether you sell soap, run a coaching center, or build a food processing units. Moving on to the 6 businesses that I'm going to specifically talk about in today's video that never fails. First business is your FMGC, which is fast moving consumer goods. India's FMGC grew 11% in 2025 first quarter despite inflation and global uncertainty. Think soap, biscuits, and small ticket. These are small tickets and high volume. Nirma started with door-to-door sales in 70s. And the modern twist is D2C brands are crushing it with WhatsApp orders, Insta Reels, and small packs. So what are the different steps that we can follow to build a business? First is pick one staple that everybody needs. Most important thing, especially I did this mistake in my previous model, was you have to focus on target addressable market. Your target addressable market has to be big enough to make sure that you get good number of customers. So now moving on to the next business. It is very simple. You find it everywhere. Grocery, retail, and e-commerce. India's grocery retail is $1 trillion plus beast. 70% of new e-commerce growth is everyday essentials. Kirana stores powered India's economy for decades. Kiranas are now using UPIs, e-inventory, and hyperlocal apps like Swiggy, Zomato, Blinkit, etc. Grocery is a cash flow machine. People buy daily, they rarely default, and you can pivot online anytime. The third business that has never failed in history is education and training. Parents will skip vacations, but they never skip on their child's education, growth, and learning. The K-12 education market is projected to touch $256 billion by 2033. Now, again, in education industry, you should end up focusing on the essentials. So when we talk about internship that Zero to Unicorn takes care of, it is an essential, it is today's need. People need internship, companies want interns, and that's what we do. Small coaching centers in Kota became $1 million industries. A single tutor can now reach 10,000 students on Zoom. These are few very basic businesses that can be easily built. The fourth business that rarely fail is healthcare and wellness. Illness doesn't wait for good times. India's healthcare spending will exceed $610 billion by 2026. One point to note in healthcare is healthcare requires specialized skill, and hence this business should be well thought without compromising on the quality and of service that you provide your customers. Fifth business that has never failed, especially in India, is agriculture and food processing. India went from food deficit to food surplus. Food processing will be more than double from around $307 billion to $700 billion by 2030. Take an example of Amul. A village milk shop became a global giant. Farm to home delivery, organized D2C brands. These are some very simple examples of agriculture and food processing. The sixth business that has never failed, especially will never fail in today's day and age, which can help all the other 5 businesses to thrive, is IT and software services. India's IT sector is worth $250 billion. And guess what? Many unicorns started with a 5-person team and rented apartment. Take an example of Infosys. Infosys began in the 80s with borrowed money. And here's the paradox. Everyone wants to be a content creator, but almost no one talks about how it is a marathon, not a sprint. It takes 2 to 5 years for most YouTube channels to hit a stable income. But the businesses we just covered, they generate cash flow month on month. So here's a hack. Run your resilient business, document it online, grow your personal brand, get new customers for free, unlock an extra income stream later. It's a loop. It's not a gamble. It's a well-thought strategy that needs to be improved on a day-to-day basis. This is the real playbook behind folks like Ankur Warikoo. He had a solid consulting business first, and then his YouTube blew up. It took around 4 years approximately for his YouTube to blow up. So what is the moral of this video? Most important thing is looking around. For me to script this video, I had to look around and then identify the businesses that never fails. The best teacher is your observation skill. All supply chains are shifting. India's domestic consumption story is stronger than ever. Remote work is normalized globally, but local businesses still win trust. It's always to go digital after being local. Because there are many online on digital who are just doing, and it's very difficult to gain trust on digital media. If you own a grocery chain and make reels about recipe, you get free leads. If you run a coaching center and post 5-minute study hack, parents pick you over competitors. So content plus business is a compound effect. Content alone can never be a business model. And here's the lesson legacy builders figured out. Business is all about not money, but trust. In the old days, trust was built by word of mouth in single town. Today, your word of mouth is your content, your videos, your reels, your newsletters. But don't bet everything on views. Bet on selling real solution while you create. So the next decade in India, Essential will keep selling. Food, education, healthcare, tech, and big names won't be just corporations. They will be individual founders with loyal audiences. It's not business or content. It is business and content. And the sooner you start both, the faster you build your own legacy. If this video opened up your eyes, do one thing today. Pick up one idea from these 6 businesses, or you can add anything of your own. Let me know in the comment what do you think about it. Let's discuss in the comments. Like, share, and hit the bell icon if you feel this was something worth investing time on. Until then, signing off for the day, Karishma.